Peace and blessings, family. I hope all of you are doing well. It is me, Caleb Elijah, with God Today TV. And if you are watching this video, I can guarantee you there is a word for you. What God is saying in this moment is really, really simple. It's so simple that it's sometimes hard for us to do. God is saying, build, don't talk. It's what my mother would always say to me. She would say, stop sharing your dreams with dream killers. A lot of times we get so excited about the promises of God. We get so excited about the prophetic word that has been spoken over our lives that we run our mouths and we let our left hand know what our right hand is doing. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but some people that you are connected to, it's not that they don't want to see you get blessed. They just don't want to see you get blessed before them. And so God is saying in this season, we have to monitor our conversations. We have to make sure that we are actually sharing the promises and the prophetic word of God as it pertains to our lives with people who are actually touching and agreeing with the goodness of God for us. Some of you don't even know that your biggest adversary is your prayer partner. And what do I mean by that? The Bible says, how can God show up unless two or three agree? And the key word to that is agree. A lot of times we ask people to touch and agree with us. And even though they may out of their mouths say that they're for us, in their heart, they are actually praying against what God is promising us. So God is saying in this season, what I'm giving you to do, what I am calling you to do, what I am calling you to build and to manifest, I need you to just build it. Build it by faith. Ask God to bring good friends in your life that actually want to see you do well. And ask God to expose every jealous and coveting spirit, so you can be sure that you are not exposing the promises of God and putting your promises into the hands of people who want to kill your dreams, who don't want to see you go to the next level, and that you are not sharing the deep things of God with people who genuinely don't mean you any good. My prayer for you is that God will give you a spirit of discernment, but that God will also teach you in this season how to shut up. And I know that sounds rude, but there is a saying, and it goes, don't tell people what you're working on until it's actually finished. Why? Because outside negative energy can affect what it is that we are trying to manifest. Make sure that you're not casting your pearls amongst the swine, and make sure that the people that are surrounding you, make sure that they are with you and that they are for you, and not just around you so they can drain your energy, or so they can be in some secret competition with you, or that they are not putting stumbling blocks in your way. Sometimes we can say something and say, hey, God is getting ready to bless me with a house. I saw it. I believe by faith. And the stumbling block will be that person's negative reaction, which will cause you to falter and fail and stumble in your faith. What do I mean by that? You can tell somebody, hey, I got this prophetic word and I'm believing by faith that God is going to put me in my dream home. And then what that person may say is, but what about your credit? You don't make enough money for that. And so that person is killing your faith. They're killing your dream. You're going to them excited. You're going to them full of faith and vigor and believing in God. And then they say something based on what they believe to be factual. And before you know it, you're doubting if you heard God in the first place. And so that is why God is saying it is important to, in this season, that we be prayerful and that we be mindful and that we ask God to expose every monitoring spirit, every jealous spirit, every Leviathan spirit, every spirit of discord, every python spirit that comes to suffocate the promises of God over our lives. And so God is begging you, God is commanding you, build, put your hands to the plow, do what God is calling you to do. God said, if I gave you a vision, that is all the validation that you need. And so God wants you to put that down in the description, put that in the comment. God is the only validation that I need. If God said it, that settles it. I am praying that God bless you immensely as we walk into the month of June. Thank you for your follows. Thank you for your subscribes. Thank you for your repost. And I can't wait to see what God has you build in this season. Peace.